we won $3,000 last time, didn't we?
Oh no!
No.
Go on.
No, we didn't actually. There was one result that let us down. One person that let us down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
First, he didn't bother his whole to actually come to the thing last week.
Then he busy asleep in me Crocs and socks,
Yeah. Then he picks Man City and the PSG to win, the two richest clubs in Europe. And then he throws in a wild card of Everton.
You want a sure thing, don't you? You know, you want to actually win a few, Bob. Like,
yeah, then what happened with Everton to beat West Ham?
It wouldn't be an Acca if you didn't lose your last match. Like, really.
Oh, but that's the thing. If we had lost after the third or fourth one, it'd been fine.
Yeah.
But you actually get to the 8 and the 9. The last two matches was Everton, and then Bayern Munich was on the same time. And like they were 5-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
And it was like one fucking match for $3,000.
And the cash out thing was probably nearly $2,000 or something because we were relying on the one result.
Well, you were in charge of that part, Craig. All blame is now pointed directly at you.
I'm pretty sure I messaged it about 10 times, Craig, saying just fucking cash out. Yeah. Just cash out. We can't trust Alex. You wear socks and shoes to bed.
Look, we came close. 8 out of 9. It was good. Jesus, as they were coming in, I was like, fuck's sake. Especially when
there's a couple of close ones. You see the Milan match, 2-0 down.
Yeah.
And then they came back 1-3-2 at the very end.
Yeah. So you got lucky with that one, Howley.
You say, look, I call it skill.
All right.
Seeing that one coming, yeah, absolutely.
What made you think United under Solskjaer were capable of winning the match?
Well, they won last night, didn't they?
Yeah, in spite of. But look, let's not get into Solskjaer. Let's not do that.
I thought Chelsea would have had enough to comfortably win that. I know Brentford have been doing well, but that was a close one. Mendy kept them in that. Southampton beat Leeds. Howley with your other one. Everton lost to West Ham. Look, it was always going to be a close game. That could have easily went either. I wouldn't have been shocked if Everton won either. Do you know what I mean?
That's not what you were saying at 3 o'clock last Sunday.
That's behind the scenes, Howley. We slag it behind the scenes. Man City to beat Brighton. I think, obviously, Brighton are doing very well. They had a couple of good results. They were up towards the top, but then I think Brighton will get found out sooner or later. They drew with Norwich, who are bottom of the table. Man City, obviously, a powerhouse. So I think it is one of the more safer bets to pick.
Yeah, they're away from home though. As you said, Brighton are decent, and City have just come from playing midweek as well in Europe. He never back a team after playing in midweek. So Southampton, I'm again going for the Super Saints this week. First win last week of the season, so they're going to be confident, and they're playing Burnley, who are shite. So decent odds as well, nearly evens for that, and they're at home as well. So fairly confident with that. Hit me, lads. What do you think?
I don't think it's an easy game. I think Burnley are tough to beat.
Fuck you then.
I know Southampton are at home now, but I think they're kind of somewhat on par as clubs.
That's a disgraceful comment to make.
But
Southampton are no way on par with Burnley. They're way better than Burnley.
No, not really. Like, you've sold so many players. You are better, but you aren't much better.
We'll see. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
I wouldn't be shocked. Right, go on, jump on to the next one.
Right, is this Alex, is it?
Alex, you're up.
Yeah, Leicester to beat Brentford. I don't know. Leicester are on form, as you can see against United. They absolutely hammered them 4-2. So I think did Ronaldo walk off the pitch at that one? Was that the match? Yeah. So that was a shocker. For them against Brentford, I know Brentford again. It's an unpredictable. So the last time that they played Brentford was in 1953, apparently. So yeah, it'll be a good match. I think Leicester will come away with the win, to be honest, because they're on top form at the moment.
Are you worried? Are you worried that Brentford are at home and they're tough to beat at home?
No, not really. Not with the way Leicester played last week.
Yeah,
no, I think they'll still. I think to be honest, I'd even go with a score prediction, probably 2-1.
Right.
I'm more worried about the fact that you knew that 1953 or whatever it was. I'm assuming you put some research into that.
A little bit of research, it was in the memo. So
Fucking 1953 was.
Right.
Right. I'm going to be honest. My reasons for picking them don't go back as far as 1953.
oh, stop.
Howley, what do you reckon in Leicester Brentford? Who do you think will take that?
It's a tough match, and Leicester played. I think it was yesterday. Now your man up front, the new fella they got, your man Patson Acca, 4 goals yesterday. He scored. They won 4-3, and he got all 4 of them.
That's madness. He scored against United as well, didn't he?
He did, didn't he?
He came on.
Yeah, that was his first goal, I think, for Leicester.
And just to give you the odds on it as well, like are 13-8 for both sides, so it's a really hard one to call. Like, so this time I didn't go with the sure win like Craig this week, with his Man City pick. Like, so yeah, it wasn't.
You've gone completely the opposite end this week.
Yeah.
We'll be fucking millionaires at the end of this.
We could be. If you cash out on time,
Yeah.
Craig, don't fuck us over.
Lesson learned. Right, go on, Howley. Throw down Hade's one and we'll have a quick look.
Listen, I'm in work, no rest for the wicked, so I'll just run you through my picks very, very quickly. I've gone Leeds Wolves draw. Leeds are home, big crowd, Bielsa ball. I don't personally buy into that. They can be very easily counter-attacked. Although Wolves have taken this fixture the last 3 times, roughly 1-0. They're now starting to find their feet this season. New manager Jimenez is back. So Leeds are a decent side, or Wolves are a decent side. Apologies. Both teams are fairly good, but for me personally, I just don't buy into the whole Bielsa ball with the squad that they have. Listen, there may be a bit better value if you went maybe Leeds draw no bet, but with Wolves taking this fixture the last 3 times, I just think the draw for me.
Leeds to draw with Wolves.
No wonder he knows so. It's like Alex last week. Trying to get him to explain this one.
Yeah, what do you think of it, Alex? What do you think of this? Do you think
I actually would have went Wolves here, to be honest.
To win
it, yeah.
Yeah. I would have been the same, to be fair.
Just on what's his name? Hyung Son.
No, he's Spurs. They got a Korean lad in recently that is scoring loads of goals though.
It's the Korean guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have him on the FPL. So he's on form for them as well.
Howley, what do you make of that?
Yeah, look, being honest, the draw is not bad, and there's not a whole lot between the 2 teams.
Leeds aren't doing well. They're struggling this season. Wolves have won the last 4,
Wolves are 10th in position. So.
I don't know.
Leeds
are hit and miss.
Yeah.
Leeds are a hit and miss team. You don't know what you'll get with them.
I would have picked Wolves to beat Leeds, but sure, this is why everyone gets their own picks.
Yeah, Wolves won their last match, as I can see.
Right, go on. We'll go into the European picks now. So,
soccer.
Yeah, look, it is an easier one, but we need a few of them thrown in. Bayern, I think it's a safe enough bet. Hoffenheim, I think are 10th. They're not the worst team in the Bundesliga, but with Bayern absolutely hammering,
the second best team in the league.
Again, another sure win for Craig here. Yeah. Look at him playing the safe bets this week.
To be fair, yeah. No, I did. I played it.
Who's wearing the Crocs now?
But yeah, with Bayern absolutely smashing Leverkusen, and then I think they won 4-0. I think it was in the Champions League yesterday. They're unstoppable, So with an accumulator, you have to have a couple of these in. If it's not me, I think someone else should pick them next week because they're almost just dead on. Go on then. How
you completely fucking cursed that now by saying that.
Yeah, jinx is all together.
Right, I've gone Atletico Madrid to draw with Sociedad.
That's a tough one.
Oh yeah, when you look at it like that, you'd say a draw firstly, never the easiest ones to predict. But Atletico are 4th, Sociedad are 1st, so it's not like they're not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. They've got your man. Do you know the Swedish lad Isaac up front, quality player. They have David Silva in midfield, who even though he's 40, 50 now at this stage.
Doesn't matter.
He's still quality.
Atletico did very well against Liverpool. I don't really like how they play, and the constant screaming.
I'm trying to make us some money back after your 2 bets, Craig. So
fair enough. I'll take it this week. I'll take the shots. Alex,
Yeah,
what do you reckon?
I would have went with Atletico there. I know you said to draw, but based on the match against Liverpool, I know Liverpool won in the end, but as Klopp was saying, it was a dirty win. But a win is a win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So my pick was harder again. Like, to be honest, it was Real Madrid to beat Barca.
Yeah. So, you've gone the opposite way this week.
yeah. So again, like the odds on this 6-4 for Barca. I think it's 7-8 or something for Real Madrid. They're second in the league at the moment, and they've won their last 3 matches. I think Real Madrid anyway, especially with Barca having their billion plus in debt. Like, I don't know what direction they're going to go. They could go bankrupt just before the match. You never really know.
And what happened in 1953 between these two teams? It's one of these ones where it's one of the few times that you'd say Real away to Barca actually do have a very good chance and should win it. Barca are an absolute mess at the moment. Real aren't exactly in the greatest position either.
Yeah,
they've got problems themselves, but
I know.
You'd fancy them to win.
Yeah.
And Benzema's just on fire. They're showing his name in for the Ballon d'Or. They have some.
And that's a legit name to call out, because I know you talked about it for the Ballon d'Or ones. Benzema is an absolute decent player.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Lewandowski, I'd put him as the best striker in the world at the moment. Best out and out striker in the world.
Do you think it hurts
he's a workhorse altogether.
Do you think it hurts him that he was out of the French squad for so long? Whereas Lewandowski was always, I suppose he didn't do too much with Poland, but some of the other players he's up against, like Ronaldo did well with Portugal. Messi.
Yeah, the whole thing of Benzema being out of the France thing, that was bullshit. That was just outside of football reasons that he was.
Bit of a slimy one though, wasn't it?
Yeah, for legal reasons, we probably shouldn't go into it. on the off chance that Benzema will watch this and fucking sue us down.
That's it.
No, I agree, Alex. I think Real have enough there to beat Barca. Like Barca, I know Aguero's coming back in, but it's just nowhere near the same, isn't it? Not like they've Martin Braithwaite up top. Aguero coming back from an injury. To me, they're in a lot of trouble. So I think Real, although they are in trouble as well, they're doing better in the league. I think they're doing quite well in the Champions League as well. And they've kept some of their better players. And they brought in Camavinga and a couple of other good players. So they've actually added to it better than what Barcelona have. So I agree. I think Real will beat Barca. So we jump over the Hade European one now.
The second fixture I've gone with is Dortmund, the one away from home. They're coming off the back of a 4-0 defeat to Ajax during the week. So they're going to want to right that wrong. We all know they have a goal scoring machine in Haaland. They've Bellingham there who's thriving. That's the second fixture I would go with. Listen, it's not going to be great value for your money in a sense of if you're doing a single, but when you're putting it into accumulator, it's just going to bump it up a little bit more for you, hopefully. That's my picks for the weekend, lads.
Dortmund to beat.
Who the hell are they?
Bielefeld.
So it more looks like a spelling mistake than an actual team.
It was supposed to be Bellafield or something.
We're going to presume that Dortmund will beat them. I'm assuming he's done his research and he's got fucking 1960s, 1970s fixtures to fall back on.
That's it, yeah, you have to, yeah. You have to go all the way back. Like.
I have it here, right? They are... Where the fuck are they in the league? What's that?
Just look for any team that looks anywhere near that spelling.
There's no team with that, so that must be like a short name for them.
No, I think their full name is something like our.
I think your internet's having a stroke.
Yeah, Feld, something like that. No, genuinely, that's their full name. Is there any
Armenia,
team?
Right, Armenia. Hold on. Oh, so they're second from bottom. They're second from bottom. They're called Armenia. They've drew 5, lost 3, won none, scored 4, conceded 11. So I'd say that's a fairly.
So they'll be the
safe
team that fuck
Yeah.
us up. No, they'll be the team that fuck us up in the set.
Yeah, that's the one that comes out as a draw or a loss. 100%.
Yeah.
That's why odds on are 1-3. Like so.
Out,
Yeah, we're-
out of all of them, yeah. If I was to ask you, what one do you think is the riskiest one? What would you say?
I'd go Leicester to beat Brentford. No,
I knew he was
no
going to say
offense.
that.
Two
To be honest,
weeks in a row with Alex let us down.
to be honest, I actually think Real Madrid Barca is very risky. Like so, and the Leeds to draw Wolves again.
Yeah.
I was actually going with Leicester to beat
You're aware you
Brentford.
picked the Real Madrid one.
No, I know, yeah, but it's still the close goals. It's still 50-50 kind of like. But
Yeah.
I was actually going with the Crystal Palace Newcastle match. Like Newcastle with the new injection of money. You've got Mbappe, you've got Messi, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah, they're not there
Pogba.
yet
Like
now.
they all jumped ship. It's almost a sure thing again. Like so.
Let's give Newcastle a year before we start betting on them.
Like I never thought that Messi and Ronaldo would work on the same team, but there you have it. Like Newcastle United
Can you imagine that
2022.
actually did happen?
Oh,
That
man.
actually happened next year.
I was actually really hoping that Messi would sign for an English club so that we have the two of them even in the same league. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be quality.
Do you think this is something that we talked about on some of the other ones? Do you think maybe Messi going to PSG was a bit of an easier one, bit of a lack of ambition compared to Ronaldo going back to the Premier League?
Yeah, I think Messi would have been smashed up in the Premier League. He's too small.
Oh Jesus, you can't say that.
I don't
No,
know.
Look at Messi's performance against the best teams from England in the Champions League. So he scored.
That's the only place we'll see it is Champions League. If he's playing any of these lower teams like Brentford, etc., and like Brighton, he I don't know. I just feel like he might be up against a harder match. To be honest, I don't know if he just dance around them because they'll just run straight through him.
Yeah, they would. They take him out.
They take him out. He would just be a target the whole time. So he'd end up losing or ending his career really badly. I think if he went to the English league. Yeah,
Jesus, that's some statement to throw in.
Honest to God,
He scored against the best teams in the world, but he's going to struggle against Brighton.
Yeah.
Howley,
100%.
what do you make of it? Do you think Messi choosing the French league, a little bit of lack of ambition, or took the easy route?
It's hard to know without knowing what other teams went in from. Like you don't know if any teams in the Premiership actually made a big effort to sign him. Like look at the top teams. United obviously weren't going to go after Messi. Chelsea, Liverpool wouldn't have the money to go after. It's basically only Man City, and Man City quite quickly ruled themselves out of going for Messi because they were after Kane. So it might just have been a case that there was no other realistic teams to go to.
That he priced himself out of the English market on purpose nearly. So it could just be PSG, etc. Like
I'd love to have seen him in the Premiership. Like what Alex was saying, you'd love to see the two of them in it. And he is to an extent wasted in the French league.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, it's always going to be the argument that goes against him in the Ronaldo Messi debate is that Ronaldo has done it and won leagues in England, Spain, Italy, and now he's come back to
finish his career in England
for a relegation battle with Saucer's United.
We threw up on the Instagram stories there asking Messi or Ronaldo, and we had a handful of people get back, and every one of them picked Ronaldo. I was shocked by that.
How much everybody? Now I'd pick Ronaldo, but how much of them were, as a fairness, how much of them were United fans?
3 of them were at least United fans, to be fair. I don't know about some of the
and
people.
And only 3 people respond.
So that's 3 out of 3 followers that we have,
No, there was more, but I don't know who the others support, to be fair. But even as United fans, I think people can look at it, and some United fans might pick Messi as the better player.
It is. It's a hard one, but I just think what will always go against Messi is the fact that he's only done it in the Spanish league with the best team in Spain for most of it. Now he's without doubt an unbelievable player. But I would have, to strengthen his case, I would have liked to have seen him go to another team. And winning the league in PSG is pointless.
Do you reckon they have enough to get the Champions League?
PSG?
Yeah.
No, to be honest with you, I think the way they're playing, they're struggling with the three lads up front. And you wouldn't have thought it, but it just doesn't seem to be clicking. Like, they were very lucky. I think was it last night or Tuesday night against Leipzig. Leipzig fucking played them off the pitch for most of that match, and they ended up.
Do you think it's a power struggle at the front, really, or?
I think Mbappe's a little injured. It seems. I think Neymar and Messi will be fine because they're good mates, but Mbappe, and considering he wants out as well, he could be a little bit of a thorn in the side. But like, I haven't actually, now in fairness, I haven't watched the whole match with the three of them playing up front. I don't know if any views have to see how it actually clicks for them, but I don't know. Maybe it'll just take Messi a bit of time to kind of get used to playing with the new players. But I don't know. It just hasn't seemed to click. I don't fancy them to win the Champions League.
I think, like, the second Messi was coming in, Mbappe was like straight in the media wanting to leave. You know, so I don't know. Maybe that has affected kind of, because obviously Neymar and Messi played together before. They get along really well.
Yeah.
Their squad is so good. Like, they have Donnarumma and Keylor Navas as your two goalkeeper choices is outrageous.
Yeah.
I think, like, Marquinhos is unbelievable. I don't really rate Kimpembe as much as some other people might.
He's a good player.
He's good, but you know, there are better options out there. But you know, Verratti in midfield is obviously very important. I have
Wijnaldum doesn't even get his game for
he's very
PSG
unhappy
since he moved in, and he's a good player.
He's very happy. Very unhappy since he moved there. Yeah. I have the French league open here. So PSG on top, played 10, won 9, drew 0, lost 1, scored 24, 10 against. Now, to be fair, I actually think 10 against them is quite a lot, and I think it shows that there are some problems there defensively. Like, you look at Lens, who's in second, played 10, won 5, draw 3, lost 2, 11.
Pretty sure it's pronounced Lons, by the way.
I didn't know.
Not a lens for a glass or something there.
I actually thought he was talking about Leon. I was like, that's a terrible pronunciation.
But you look at fucking Lens or whatever it is, Howley, and then you look at Marseille, who are also in third. Both of them have conceded 11, and PSG with the superstar squad have conceded 10. You know, so they're kind of lucky they have so many options going forward, because they're getting a bit found out in defence. Right, Howley, we have the picks there. I actually think Atletico to draw with Sociedad could be a tough one, but go on, give us the odds.
What do you think, based on what you've seen there, what do you think the odds will be?
I think
for the 8-team accumulator.
We won less pick this week, but I think we've a lot more that could go either way.
Was it 147 to 1 last week, was it?
Yeah. I'm going to go 155 to 1.
Alex?
There's a few sure things in there. I don't know, 130 to 1, maybe.
Right, it's actually 360. So with our 20 quid, as long as Alex doesn't fuck us up again, we'll win 7,260.
Oh my god. I tell you, I'm glad we put in a few sure ones. That goes to show how close some of those other picks are. They're tough.
Oh yeah, there's a few there that have really bumped it up, like, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Hopefully we go one step closer this time.
Yeah. Well, we'll be keeping an eye on the cash out option this time for sure.
I was going to say that, yeah. Jeez, Craig, don't fuck it up again.
I'm not getting caught with my pants down twice on that one.
Your own business.
Yeah. Howley with the amazing graphics there. You couldn't have got something better since the first week, no?
It's actually grown on me, so
fuck's sake. Jeez.